What is beer judging? As consumers that drink beer, we judge beer every time we drink it. We think about whether we like it or not, whether we think it's a good beer. But formal and competition beer judging is slightly different. In this video today, I'm going to talk to you about the different ways that beer is judged and the different ways that you could get into beer judging. As a person that likes to drink beer, every time you drink beer, you are going to judge it. You're going to consider whether you enjoyed the taste and would you recommend that to other people. We also judge beers based on their styles. It may be a style that you don't enjoy or one that you've just started to understand. So the style is going to make a big impact on how you judge that beer. We also judge beers by their brewery. We pick breweries that we particularly enjoy and we return to buying their beers again and again. Beer judging can also be done by consumers on apps such as Untappd. Sometimes these viewpoints can be quite misleading for breweries and people have quite controversial things to say about the beers that they check into their accounts on Untappd. There are other places where you can do this as well online, such as Rate Beer and Beer Advocate. Beer judging for competition, however, is quite different. One of the organisations that is used for beer judging is the BJCP, or the Beer Judge Certification Programme. This is based in America and it is a voluntary organisation which has set out style guidelines currently for 120 beers. It also has currently in the 2015 set 4 provisional styles and also mead and cider styles. The beer styles are separated into 34 categories and these include things such as standard American beer, amber malty European lager, brown British ale and a Belgian ale. So they are separated together depending on style and also possibly area of the world that they've come from. These guidelines are periodically reviewed and new beers are added as new styles develop. For example, in the current guidelines, which were updated in 2015, New England IPA is set as a provisional style and has not yet been fully added into the guidelines. These guidelines are used at homebrew competitions, at beer festivals where beers are judged, and they are also used to inform the beer style section of the Cicerone certification program. To become a beer judge as part of the BJCP, you do have to go through an exam, go through some training and also build up a range of points that are gathered from judging competitions but also from stewarding and helping out at competitions. So these guidelines are quite important to people that are looking to do some beer judging. There is another set of guidelines as well that comes from the Brewers Association, also in America. They are set out slightly differently, so it is quite interesting to look at the two to see where the differences lie. You can download a PDF of both of these from their respective websites and I'll put links in the captions below. There's also a really useful app that you can download to your phone for the BJCP guidelines. British beer judging, however, is slightly different. Judges for competitions such as the Champion Beer of Britain, which is organised by CAMRA, the Campaign for Real Ale. Judges are selected from well-respected brewers, beer journalists and well-known beer enthusiasts. The beers for Champion Beer of Britain are put into 6 style categories and then the beer judging is done on whether the judges enjoyed the beer and in fact whether they would go out of their way to find the beer. This is a much less formal style of judging than in the US. Beer judging in Belgium is again quite different. In fact, in Belgium, brewers don't adhere to guidelines at all. As far as they're concerned, they are going to make a delicious beer and they're going to make it however they want it to. They scoff at our beer guidelines and just make delicious beer. Here's to the Belgian brewers who are going to do it their way. So as you can see, there are lots of different ways that beer judging can take place. The BJCP guidelines are very useful for understanding what a beer could or should be and whether it is a good example, and it's a good base for beer knowledge. But at the end of the day, if you are doing some beer judging of your own, it's whether you really enjoy that beer, because enjoying beer is the best part of our beer tasting hobby. I will be going through each of the beer style guidelines listed in the Beer Judge Certification Programme to test my knowledge and learn more about beer. Follow my journey in the blog and on these videos. Make sure you subscribe below to catch all of the new ones. If you'd like to learn more about beer, come and join us in my beer membership, the Beer Tent Society. We look at different beer style informed by the BJCP guidelines each month and try different ones in a live tasting. Check out the links below to come join us.